Hello students. So let us learn what is asymmetric key encipherment in this video. So we already know the topic called as symmetric key. So symmetric key, which means the key will be same but the transactions can be multiple. So if a sender wants to send a message to the receiver, both the users, okay, sender and receiver both will be having a same access with the key value. Okay, same key will be used for both the sake. Means if the sender is sending 7 as a key, receiver also should use the 7 only. So this method is known as symmetric key, and we have seen so many methods actually. Okay, in the previous chapters all the standards, all the other algorithms have been designed only with regarding to the symmetric key. So let us learn what is asymmetric key. In asymmetric key nature, the key value will keep on change. So there won't be any duplicacy. So there won't be any copy of a data or else copy of a key value. So that is why asymmetric key is very important. So this asymmetric key, when we are using it in a algorithmic approach, it is very important to note that it should be of single value, so there should not be any duplicacy of a data. So for that asymmetric key should be used. So asymmetric key mainly focuses on two values actually. In a mathematical terms, there are two values which can be accessed. One, we can mention it as prime value. So one will be prime value, another can be composite values or else composite numbers. So composite numbers can also be considered as a asymmetric key in algorithm. What do you mean by this actually? When we use a prime numbers, so the prime numbers, you know the definition, the numbers which can be divisible only with itself, or it can be divisible by 1. So 1 or itself, okay. So there cannot be any duplicate values. So prime numbers are well suited for asymmetric key nature, and composite numbers are also, it is very complicated. So the unauthorized access can be avoided through composite values. Okay, so for these two reasons, prime and composite numbers are used in asymmetric key nature. So it is very what is that, very important to note that asymmetric key cannot be duplicated. So for this, so mainly in this syllabus what they have mentioned, they have mainly focused on prime numbers. Okay, how the prime numbers are associated and how to identify whether this number is prime and how to calculate the prime values. Okay, many concepts they have included in this chapter. So let us learn what is asymmetric key encipherment as a basic level. So for the first time, so if you want to know what are the prime numbers which are less than 10, okay, which are less than 10, how will you identify? So anyhow you write 1, but 1 is not a prime number, that has been excluded. Okay, so you can write 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, and 7 is a prime number. If you observe these four numbers are not divisible by other numbers. Okay, so if you take 2, it is divisible by itself, not with other numbers. Okay, so all these numbers are the same positions it holds. So these are prime values which is undertaken by asymmetric key encipherment. Now the question is, what if the number is more? Suppose let me go for a value called as 90. Okay, so how will you find whether the 90 is a prime number or not? Okay, so you can identify 10. Okay, if you identify 10, how it is a prime number? It is very easy because 10 is divisible by some other values like 2, 5, many values. 2 5s are 10, 5 2s are 10. Easily you can identify. So 90, okay, the number is quite easy, but there are some numbers which is very much complicated. So for that, some of the methods we need to learn. So very basically, I'll just go for a reference of square root method. Okay, if you apply a square root for any number, okay, so for this there is a method. Now if you consider square root of 90, actually it will be across like 9. Got it? So that means 9 nines are 81, or else we can say some 9 point some values will be getting. Okay, 9.5 or something we'll be getting. So anyhow, so square root if we take, we should avoid the fraction, the decimal values. So let me consider only the value called as 9, which is very much nearby 81. So 90 is nearby 81, that is why I have taken 9. So now if you consider the values which are less than 9, again you will get the values 2, 3, 5 and 7. Got it? Now just verify whether 2 is divisible by, sorry, 90 is divisible by 2. Got it? So if you consider this 90, okay, 2 4s are 8, again 2 5s are 10. Yes, it is divisible by 2. And what about 3? 3 3s are 9, okay, and 90 is divisible by 3 also, it is divisible by 5 also, so it is not divisible by 7. So the thing is, if the value is not divisible by any of the numbers, it should not be divisible by what? Any of these four numbers, then it is called as prime. Now in this case, it is not a prime because 90 is a even number. Same thing you consider for another term. Let me consider it as 97. Okay, so the answer will be what? Same fraction value will be getting. Okay, so someone 8 8s or else 9 9s 81. Okay, nearby 81 we have got the value because 100 is for 10, and so it is less than 100, so we get the value called as 9. Same formula can be applied 2 3 5 and 7. So we just observe whether 97 is divisible by 2. No, it is not divisible by 5 or 3 7, any of the number. Then it can be called as what? It is a prime number. Okay, so this is how we are going to rectify, this is how we are going to solve a problem of square root. So square root method tells us the reality check, or else it checks whether prime numbers exist or not exist. Okay, whether the given number is prime or not, that can be checked through square root method if the values are higher. Okay, if the values are more. Same example, I'll give you another example. Square root of 301, we can have 17. We just mention here as 2 3 5 7, okay, 11 13. So these are all the prime numbers. You check whether 301 is divisible by all these three, now not three numbers, actually there are six numbers. Okay, so if it is not divisible, then it is a prime number. So it should not be divisible by these given values. Okay, so this is how we are going to rectify you are going to solve a problem of prime. So the next topic is sieve of Eratosthenes. Okay, actually there is a problem of finding out the number of elements that are primes. Okay, so whatever the prime numbers which we have to find out, so that has got the problem actually. Suppose if you want to find the prime values which are less than 100, so how will you list out actually? So for that you need to sort out, you need to calculate more actually. Okay, the problem will be it will become more complex. So for that, a person called as Eratosthenes, he has given some solution. Okay, sieve means it is a solution, sieve of Eratosthenes. Okay, so in this example we need to follow the same square root method as we proceeded in our previous thing, actually previous topic. So if you want to find out prime numbers which are less than 100, first we should take a square root of that. So square root of 100, we will get a value 10. Exactly 10 answer will be getting. So the less than 10, we have got some prime numbers which can be easily be identified. So they are 2 3 5 and 7. Okay, so simple values we can identify. These are the prime values. Now why I have written this table? Because we must find out the prime numbers which are under 100. Okay, so which are under below the 100, we need to find all the prime values according to this table. Okay, by using the given table. So first you need to write all the numbers right from 1 up to 100. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5, so starting from there, so I have just ended up to 100. The procedure will follow like this. First you need to strike out 1 because 1 is not the prime number. It is already been fixed in a definition. Now the thing is, the second number, that is 2 is considered as a prime number, absolutely, because it is mentioned above. So 2 is a prime number. Now whatever the numbers which are divisible with the 2, we need to strike out. 2 ones are 2, so 2 ones are 2, we should not do any strikeout options there. So start from 2. 2 twos are 4, strike it out. 2 threes are 6, 8, 10, then again 12, 14. So I have striken out all the values which are divisible by 2. If you observe, so 2 ones are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So right from there I have just striked out all the values up to 100. Okay, so till here I have striked out all the values. So this is what called as the sieve of Eratosthenes. Again, let me go for another value, 3. Okay, 3 ones are 3, so you just keep as it is. So 3 ones are 3 will be not striken out. 3 twos are 6, already striken out. 3 threes are 9, 3 fours are 12, 3 fives are 15, 18, 21, 24, again 27, 30 striken out, 33, sorry, 3 tens are, yes, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48. So 51 also is divisible by 3. 54, 57, 60, 63, 66, 69, 72, 75, 78, 81, 84, 87, 90, 93, 96, 99. So this is the numbers which has been divisible by 3. Next, the same way you proceed with 5. 5 ones are 5, leave it off. 2s are 10, 15, 20, 25, okay, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95 is striken out, 85, actually 85 is striken out. So like that all the numbers have been striken out from 5. Again you continue with 7. 7 ones are 7, you just leave it off. 7 twos are 14, 21, 28, 35. Yes, see, 35 was striken out. Okay, earlier also it should have been striken out. 35, 42, 49, 56. Okay, I think every numbers have been striken out. Okay, start from this one. 7. Yes, 91 is also divisible by 7. Okay, so these are all the values which are divisible by 7. Okay, so with this you just select which are all the values which are not been striken out. Okay, select 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 41, 37, 47, 61, 71, 67, 77, 79, 89, 97. So these are all the numbers which are called as prime numbers. I'll just list out the values. The values are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 21, 23, so 29, so again I'll write it below, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, so 79, 89, 97. Okay, so these are all the values are prime numbers which are below 100. Okay, you also practice these ones. This table is very important. They'll ask you for 5 marks. It is a very simple but looks a bit complicated. Okay, if you practice, it will be very easy for you. It is very much understandable. Okay, thank you.